Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be giving you guys 10 mistakes to avoid while preparing for the PLAB 1 exam. If you're someone that's preparing for these exams, these are tips that are going to help you. I'm going to share some detailed explanation of certain things that I think that you should do, mistakes that you should not make, and things that are actually going to help you to boost your score. So if you've been preparing and your score is a little bit low, these are some things that will help you. I know the exam is coming up soon, so this is the right time for me to release this video so you can make some adjustments to your study methods and improve your PLAB 1 score. Well, if you're watching this video, it means that this YouTube channel is going to be very helpful for you because I have been documenting my journey towards working as a doctor in the UK. I wrote the PLAB 1 exam, I wrote the IELTS, I also wrote the PLAB 2 exam, and I have successfully passed, and I'm a licensed doctor in the UK. So I'm making these videos to help anyone who is also on that journey as well. So my channel will be very helpful for you. So subscribe. You should not be watching this video if you are not subscribed to my channel, because all my videos will be helpful for you on this UK journey. Alright, so please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions for me. So let's get into it. I have my laptop here, so all the tips, mistakes, everything is right here. Mistake number 1 that so many people do is not reading the PLAB/MLA Blueprint. So as you all know that the exam is changing, it no longer follows the PLAB pathway. There's now a blueprint called the MLA Blueprint. That's the Medical Licensing Assessment Blueprint. That's the new structure of the exam. So I know there are so many people that still study like they're studying for PLAB. It's very important that you read this MLA Blueprint, and it will give you the structure, the new structure of the exams, things that have changed. There are like list of diseases that you should know for both the PLAB 1 and PLAB 2, the different conditions that are tested in this exam. It is all in that MLA Blueprint. So do not prepare for this exam, especially during this transitioning period, without looking at that MLA Blueprint. The blueprint has high yield areas to focus on throughout the study of all these exams. So it's a very good material to look at when you are so confused about how to go about preparation for the exams. The second mistake is relying on outdated materials and resources. There are so many resources out there to prepare for these exams, and some of them are quite old. If you notice, there are some people that write the exam like 5 years ago, and the material that was used 5 years ago is still what is being used now. Some of these resources have not updated or adapted to the MLA structure. It's very important that when you are picking a particular resource to use one that is regularly updated, one that has also made the effort to change their structure to the MLA structure. Although it's still very similar with the PLAB, but any resource that makes the effort to change and to update their resource shows commitment to the whole exam process and to your success. So that's something that I really recommend. You can ask people what resources they used, let them guide you and tell you which one was actually helpful for them when they were preparing for the PLAB 1 exam. So I have a video on my channel where I shared my PLAB 1 study process, me studying for the exams till the exam day, till after the exam. You can go watch that vlog. And I also have another video where I shared my own study materials and how I prepared for the exam. That video is in this YouTube channel, so it will be in the description box, so you can go check it out. The third mistake is using so many study resources. That is not necessary. A lot of these study materials are just a mix of each other. Some of them go subscribe subscribe into another resource, get their questions, copy it and go put it into theirs. It is just a mix-up, and you see people complaining that, oh, you see the same question on 2 resources but with 2 different answers. A lot of that happens. What I advise is that you just pick one that is very good, and you use it for the preparation of the exams. You don't have to start using materials from different places. That is not necessary. You should have one main resource, and then if you want to now do practice questions or mocks, you can now try using big mocks from maybe some other resources, but your main study material should just be one very good resource. The 4th mistake so many people do is neglecting time management when preparing for the exams and also when answering questions. So many people cannot tell how long is needed to prepare for the exams. Someone might need 3 months to prepare, another person might need 6 weeks to prepare. It is all different. But if you know that your foundation of medicine is not so strong, you would need a longer time to prepare for this exam. If you're someone and your foundation is really good, you might need only 6 weeks to prepare for the exam. So time management when it comes to preparing for this exam is important. If you can, start early, and if you did not start early, start right now to prepare for your exams. The second part is time management with answering questions. When you are preparing for PLAB 1 exam, time is so important. There are a number of people that are going for these exams and they cannot finish. So when you are preparing, it's important to do timed mocks. Practice with time. Do your mocks and ensure that you are finishing on time. Try to be faster, read the questions faster, so that on that exam day, you'll be able to finish the exam on time. So do not miss out on time management when it comes to preparing for this exam. It is so important, and it is something that a lot of people struggle with on exam day. If you are still watching this video till this moment, just take a moment and click the thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about what I have spoken about so far, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel. My videos will really help you. I have a lot of PLAB videos coming up soon. Lots of videos about the IELTS exam, the PLAB 1 and the PLAB 2 exam, videos that I think would help you during this preparatory process. So stick around and don't miss out any of my videos, okay? The 5th mistake is ignoring practice questions and mocks. There are people that prepare for these exams and they only read notes. Yes, reading notes is important, but it is more important for you to do questions. Do practice questions, do review questions, do recalls. Make sure you are doing questions. And why is questions important? This is because it will help you test yourself. You will know what areas you're struggling with. You know the areas to improve on because you are doing questions. You will see the areas that you are failing, and you can go back and review these areas. If you are reading just notes, you might think that you are understanding everything, when in reality you are just reading and you are not understanding. So it's important that as you are reading your notes, you are doing practice questions to test yourself and to know the areas that you need to work on in order to improve yourself. The 6th mistake is memorizing, cramming instead of understanding. Especially when you have limited time, you find out that you have to cram a lot for the exams. I want to advise you, try your best to understand as much as possible in this PLAB 1 exam, because if you're someone that is going through this entire PLAB journey, you need to understand your PLAB 1. This is because the PLAB 1 exam tests the foundation of medical knowledge. Everything that you would read and study for these PLAB 1 exams, you would need it. And I speak from experience because the knowledge I used for PLAB 1 was so important for me in my PLAB 2 exam. And because I took my time to study for PLAB 1, I didn't have to go and start reading some of those things again, because I tried to understand it as much as possible when I was studying for PLAB 1. So do not take your PLAB 1 preparation lightly. Make sure you study it and understand it very well. Study concepts, understand it, use as much time as you need to ensure that you are solid in the foundation in this your PLAB 1 preparation. It's not something you will regret throughout your whole medical practice. You will not regret it. The 7th mistake is overlooking your weak areas. You guys, if you watch my PLAB 1 study video, I was struggling with statistics, with epidemiology, because there was a lot of calculation, and I am terrible with mathematics. But I knew that I had to learn to calculate. I had to put a lot of attention into that area because I knew it was a weak point. And do not make the mistake of thinking that, oh, because you are not so good in a particular area, you should just put it aside and focus on other part. That is not true. When you are struggling with one aspect of the exam, you have to focus and understand that aspect, because you may not tell what part of the exam that a lot of questions will come from. So focus on your weak areas, practice your weak areas, and get better in it. So these few questions might just boost your score in the examination. So don't take that risk of putting aside topics that you know that you struggle with. It's for your own benefit. The 8th mistake to avoid is not reviewing your mistakes when you are doing practice questions. So when you are preparing for this exam, there are a lot of mocks, questions, practice tests, recalls that you are going to be doing. And there are people that are doing this practice test and they just get their score, they move on to the next one. That is not how to study for this exam. When you finish a mock, you have to go back and review it. Go back and review all the questions. See all the questions that you got wrong. You need to understand why you got them wrong, why you picked the answer that you picked, why the correct answer is the answer. That you need to take your time and review those questions, review the answers, read the explanations. These are things that would improve your knowledge and will help you answer questions better, especially because these questions are not repeated in the exams, but understanding and breaking down these questions can help you answer similar questions or concepts in the exam. So do not ignore reviewing the questions that you have answered. The essence of mock, yes, is to improve your knowledge, help you with time, and to help you review your knowledge. It's not just for you to know your score and try another one again. You must always review the answers that you have picked. So do not make this mistake. Hello, welcome to my channel. On this channel, I make videos about my medical journey, documenting my medical journey here in Nigeria and transitioning towards working as a doctor in the UK. So you'll find videos about the PLAB exams, the IELTS exam, and getting my UK medical license, everything on the path to becoming a doctor in the UK, while I also make some vlogs as well, documenting some experiences, exam process, pathways, and my life, how I'm navigating everything on this journey. So if that is something that you would want to watch or you are interested in, please subscribe so that you join the family and you're able to watch more videos as I create them. The 9th mistake is failing to prioritize high yield topics. There are some parts of the exams that are more common, that questions usually come out from, and that's why it's important to go through that MLA Blueprint so you see topics that are questioned more and you can pay more attention to this, especially if you are struggling with these topics. Medicine, surgery, there are different parts of surgery, there are different parts of medicine. Some of them are questioned more than the other. So this takes us back to reading the blueprint of the exam, so you know the high yield parts and you focus a lot on those and ensure that you are very strong and very solid with areas that are high yield. Okay. The 10th mistake is burning yourself out and neglecting self-care. It's so important that when you are preparing for this exam, you also take care of yourself and ensure that you are fine, that you don't fall sick, that you're not too tired, especially when the exam is coming close, that you need to ensure that you are refreshed, because that exam is not just about knowledge, it's about your strategy, your time management as well, how you can make use of the information that you know to answer similar concepts. So you need to be refreshed, you need to be relaxed when you are taking the exam. So don't burn yourself out during the preparatory process. Ensure that you rest that you take breaks in between studying, and you remember to eat and stay hydrated. This is something that is really going to help you, and do not make this mistake when preparing for the exam. Alright guys, so those are 10 mistakes to avoid when preparing for the PLAB 1 exam. I hope this video really helps you, and if it does, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, more videos are coming out soon, so make sure you come back to the channel and look out for those videos. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.